it's Wednesday, which means it's craft day. Now, we're not going to let being stuck at home prevent us from doing craft, are we, Bear?
No, and it's Tuesday.
Well, okay, it's Tuesday right now, but when this goes on, it's going to be tomorrow, and it's Wednesday tomorrow. So I realise it's a bit weird because we're kind of pretending, but we're pretending it's Wednesday even though it's Tuesday. Okay? Okay. Right. Just before we get on with today's craft, I wanted to show you some craft from yesterday, which was Monday, not Tuesday. Here are our rainbows on our windows. I'm sure you all know about it, but nationally, everybody who's homeschooling is creating rainbows to go on their windows. And just above those rainbows, you can see the beautiful birthday banner that was created a couple of weeks ago by our children and godchildren for my husband's birthday.
Can I say?
There we go. Yeah.
I did the word happy and everything around it.
Oh, cool. What, even those tadpoles?
Yes.
I thought you were going to say,
They're
Mom, they're
balloons.
balloons. Yeah.
And also, I did the rainbow at the top there. It doesn't really look like a rainbow, it's a half rainbow.
You did. It's awesome there. Really, really good. Now, many apologies for the mess. As I said, we are homeschooling, and also I'm just incredibly untidy. So we've tried to make it look as neat as we can. But as you can see, much as you might want to clear an area for doing craft, if you just show the rest of the table, you don't need a big space for this craft, luckily, because there isn't one available in our house. So what we're going to do, I don't know about your hands and about your children's hands, but my hands are beginning to get really dry with all this hand washing. Now, hand washing is obviously super duper important. Hopefully you've all got some hand cream at home as well. But whether you do or whether you don't, we thought because soap is a big theme at the moment, we'd do a soap making craft. Now, normally when I've made soap before, I've used soap flakes, but obviously none of you have any soap flakes and those are not an essential item. So instead today we're experimenting with using soap, aren't we?
And they're not something that you can expect very much people to have.
No, absolutely. So we'd love to all be Martha Stewart or whoever it is, but we're not. So we don't have soap flakes at home. You know, maybe you do. Wonderful. If you do, great, but I don't. So what we've done is we've grated a white soap. That's that soap. And then we're also grating one of these soaps.
I've got a soap joke.
Yeah, what's your soap joke?
What type of soap is really famous?
I don't know.
Dove Cameron soap.
Oh, because it's Dave Cameron, is that right? Or is there somebody else called Dove Cameron who I just don't know about?
No, it's Dave Cameron.
Okay, that's good. Just checking. Okay, so normally you'd have to have all kinds of things that you added into the soap flakes, but the one advantage of using actual soap is it's all in there to begin with, so you don't need to worry about that. So you can just use a completely standard grater to do this. It cleans the grater quite well. It might leave it slightly scented, so it's probably a good idea to run it through the dishwasher or wash it in hot water afterwards. But soap won't damage you if you eat it. Just don't accidentally mistake it for cheese because it does look similar. Okay, so we're going to grate the soap.
Don't eat your soap, kids. Don't eat your soap.
Normally that smooshes it up quite fine, but just in case it's still kind of looks like grated cheese and not like powder, you can crush it up. Now, obviously, if you have a pestle and mortar, of course you can. You can use a pestle and mortar, but if you don't have a pestle and mortar, the back of a spoon will do. Or this, which I think, is this one of our ice cube molds? Or the one with the bunny ears? You can use an ice lolly mold. Right, there we go. You're going to crush that up then, Bear? Gently. So what we want to do is we want to press it down until it ends up looking like a powder. I'll show you in just a second what you want it to look like. There we go. Good girl. I'm going to put my hand on yours. We're going to do hand on hand. Good girl. This is a really good way of showing somebody who either doesn't know how to do it or is a toddler how to crush something up. That way they get to do it, but you get to be in control. There we go. Thank you. Right, do you want to have a go on your own? Oh, good girl. That's great. Right, I think that's done. You can shake the soap off. Good girl. Can you brush the bottom? Good job. Well done. Right, let's show the camera. Well done, Bear. So now it kind of just looks like powder. Okay, now at this point we could add all kinds of things in. I have added bicarbonate of soda before, and I've added citric acid before. Probably haven't got those in your house either, so we'll get rid of those. I often add glycerin. I don't have any glycerin at the moment. You probably don't have glycerin in your house, so don't worry about adding that. But it would be really good to add something quite moisturising, because our hands are all getting really dry. I usually add olive oil. I haven't got any olive oil, but I've got some sunflower oil, and I figure that's probably going to do about the same job. I'm not a biochemist, I'm a primary school teacher, so if adding sunflower oil is damaging in any way, then many apologies, but I can't really see that it would be, so we're going to add a glog of that.
Mum, can I put the stuff in?
Ah, you can. Well, we've also got some baby lotion, so we're just experimenting here. We're going to whack a bit of that in. Do you want to put some baby lotion in?
Whacking it. Yeah.
Good girl. Bit more. Bit more. There we go. We've added about that much baby lotion and about that much sunflower oil. I've got some hand cream here, so I figure, should we put some of that in? There we go.
That was satisfying.
And then usually we add water, and I think we probably will add some water, but we've also thought, well, why don't we see, we'll add some glugs of hand soap and see if that makes a good binder. Now, there we go.
Oh.
We also would usually add some salt. I'm not going to put any salt in this because toddlers' hands are probably quite sore at the moment. Salt is very good for keeping them clean and exfoliating them. It's up to you if you want to put some in or not, but I'm not going to put any in. Right, let's see what consistency that's like.
May I please mix it?
We've literally not pre-planned this in any way, so it might go completely wrong, but you know what? The most important thing about craft is to just play with ideas and have fun together. Being creative is really important, not just for your young person or your toddler's mental health, but for your mental health too. Give yourself a break, laugh together, be silly, and experiment and just see what happens. Oh, well, that looks like a reasonable consistency. What do you reckon? Should we put a little bit of water in?
Yeah.
Should I just spray it with a spray bottle?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, move your hand a minute, my angel. Good girl. There we go. We put a little bit of water in too. Now, it's a messy craft, as you can see, but it's a clean messy craft because at the end of the day, guys, it's soap, so it's not going to be too hard to clean up. Right, should we split that in half and have half each?
Yeah. For kneading.
For kneading, yeah, that's right. Do you remember making this before?
Yeah.
So what we need to do now is we need to play with it, basically like Play-Doh, and knead it up, because at the moment I can feel there's lots of air in it. It feels quite light, and all the bits, it's quite flaky still. So what we need to do is we need to knead it and smoosh it. Now, we are lucky enough to have a plastic cover on our table, aren't we, Bear? But if you haven't got a plastic cover, just do it on a placemat. That'd be absolutely fine. Or a chopping board, but again, maybe not a good idea because it might make it taste like soap. Oh, there we go. Mine's going squidgy nails. How's yours? Now, this stage can last as long as you want it to, really. You can play with it. It's really satisfying. Bear has some sensory concerns, don't you? So do you like the feel of this?
Yeah, it's like slime.
It's like slime. You really like slime,
and
don't you?
it's like the silk clay that I got for my birthday.
Yeah, so if you've got a really reluctant hand washer, if you prepare the mixture like this, you could just give them it to play with. And, you know, just leave it in this state. Give it to them to play with. And then if you go and rinse your hands under the tap, that will all come off.
And your hands will be washed.
And your hands will be clean and they'll be washed. Okay, right.
And then you can put it in the container or throw it away. Or make it soap.
Yeah, you can. I'm going to make mine into a shape. Now, you can press it into a mould and it will dry out. So these are some teddy bear moulds, which I'm pretty sure belong to my friend Jackie. I should probably get around to giving them back to her at some point. So you can press it into here and then leave it for about 24 hours. And when you pull it out, it will be like a soap. What I'll do is I'll grate some more soap and I'll press one into the mould in a bit, and then I'll take it out tomorrow and I can show you. But I am going to make my soap into a very famous but shall remain unnamed snowman, who's made of 3 bits, because I think who shall remain nameless, because I think that will probably encourage most small children to want to wash their hands. So there is my snowman, and then if we leave him on the side to dry, we can have a look at him tomorrow and hopefully he'll be in a fit state to wash our hands with. What are you going to make out of yours, or have you not finished playing with it yet, Bear?
I'm not finished playing with it yet.
Okay, so are you going to make something and we'll see it in the morning?
I'm a boring person.
Right, I'm going to go and wash my hands and hopefully they'll be left nice and clean and moisturised. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that's given you a good idea. Bye.